When a guy tells a woman she's too needy or too clingy or too emotional, he might be lying. What he might really mean is, you want things from me I don't want to give. And for some reason, she now pushed him to the point where it became impossible for him to hide that. But still, instead of being honest, in this case, he says she's the problem. Now, we have to be honest too. There is such a thing as needing too much, and we personally have to guard that boundary. Other people are, for example, not responsible for our happiness. But if a guy ever told you you were too needy or too emotional when you were just acting like a normal person, then you were not too much. He was just emotionally lazy. So in this video, I want to explain why some men are so allergic to neediness and what's behind it, what it tells you about that man, and then I will give you a great strategy to deal with it. If you don't know me yet, my name is Geert. I'm an author. I also use the pen name Brian Knox. I write about relationships and other mysteries of life. And the first thing we have to look at is why some men take out the "you're too needy" card in cases where it has everything to do with them and not you. Because sometimes it's like he set the kitchen on fire, but then blames the fire alarm for being too dramatic about it. The first reason men say it is because they hope the woman will back off. Nobody wants to be needy or too emotional, so by labeling a behavior that way, they hope it will stop, which is pretty sneaky when you think about it. Because what he's truly thinking is, you are not important enough to me for me to give you what you are asking for, or to try to understand how my behavior impacts your emotions. But I hope you will stick around anyway, even though I'm a low-effort man. Or, I just cannot give you what you want. I don't have it in me, even if I wanted to. And this last one is, for example, what an avoidant would think if you would ask him to hold you close often, to cuddle often, to call you often, to walk hand in hand, and do other things avoidants are pretty allergic to. The avoidant man thinks he just doesn't have it in him. Remember, to an avoidant, even holding hands feels like signing a 30-year mortgage. Huge commitment. And there are other types of men. Even a good man can call a woman needy or too emotional. More on that in a minute. But for now, if you were acting like a normal person, in all these cases, he's the problem, not you. Because as a human being, it's perfectly normal to feel needy at times, to be emotional. We're not robots. And especially if we are dating someone or are in a relationship with someone who's not fulfilling our needs, we will feel needy or emotional. It's only human. However, that doesn't mean we should start acting needy. You may have heard me give strategies in other videos on how to get more of what you want in your relationship, and then I sometimes add, without being needy. Well, here's why. It's okay to feel needy or emotional, especially if you are not getting what you want out of a relationship, but the biggest reason I am not a fan of acting needy or communicating in a needy way is that it is very ineffective. It will not give us what we want, and we are giving away our power. Why don't you love me? That's not who we truly are, and it's also very ineffective. And we are begging a person who's not even fulfilling our needs. So, in my opinion, the right way to respond is to switch our mindset from, do you like me? How can I make you like me more? How can I make you put in more effort or be respectful? To, should I still like you? Are you worth my attention? And the answer is usually a no in this case. So instead of feeling like you are losing your power, you reclaim it. It's time for you to start proving that you deserve me. Which again will often be no. He doesn't deserve you because he's incapable of making you happy, which he has been proving. And he may be a great guy, but not for you. He doesn't have what it takes to make you happy. Now, there's another interesting type of guy who may think you are asking for too much, and we could even call this type a good guy. Some men make mountains out of molehills. They like you or even love you. They want to be your hero. They want to make you happy. They may even think it's their responsibility, and they put so much pressure on themselves that they feel burned out. A relationship with you is very heavy for them because in this case, they have put you on a pedestal. They want to over-deliver, and they are already trying very hard. So if you then request more, their processor cannot deal with that. I love you, but I'm already giving everything I've got, and you want more? Now this guy may mean well, but of course, he may still not be the right guy for you. The right guy knows how to keep up with you without getting burned out. If, of course, your requests are reasonable, that's always important. Now, how should you respond in all these situations? We've already seen this is not a time to beg, but a time for him to prove he deserves you. And the way to communicate that is to never yell how much you are worth, but to whisper it, so to speak, by staying calm. Hey, I really like you, but when you consistently pull away and call me needy or too emotional when I ask for something, that's something I need to think about. And that's it. That's a quiet way to show your standards. It's not a threat, but it does mean if his behavior doesn't change, you are aware he's not the right guy for you and you will not keep trying forever. If you ever find yourself labeled needy or too emotional by a man who cannot or won't step up, do not negotiate your worth. You don't chase, you replace. And not your standards, you don't replace those, you replace him. Because the man who's right for you won't complain you are asking for too much. He may even worry he is not giving enough, hopefully without getting burned out. But if a man says you are needy and you truthfully know you weren't, start asking yourself if he's enough. Because he just proved he probably isn't. Also, please remember, good men will never shame you for having needs or emotions in general. They may not understand them, and they will often not understand them, but they will never shame you for having them. They try to honor your emotions. And again, they won't be perfect at this, but they will try. You will feel that in how they act. Their first reaction may not be the best, because they may feel overwhelmed and not understand what's going on, but then you will see they make an effort to understand where you are coming from. Why? Well, because your happiness is just as important as theirs. Okay, this was a short video, but I hope you found some value in it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment. It can help the algorithm show this video to more people who might enjoy it, and that helps me and the channel a lot, so I would really appreciate that. And this is me being needy, by the way. If you want more, you can find that on brianknox.com or on Amazon, where you can find my books by searching for my pen name, Brian Knox. You will then get a list of all of my books. And hey, thank you for still being here at the very end of the video. I love it when you do that, and I hope to see you in another video.